Tracy, this is Chris. I'm going to try to do a video. I had a suggestion from someone that I do a family tree for John Mayall, and so I've got some albums by him, but when I looked into it, I couldn't really do justice to a tree, so this is more like a twig or a small branch of the John Mayall tree, because he's played with a lot of people over the years and he's had a long career. So I'll go through some John Mayall albums and then show some selected albums on other musicians that had played with him over the years. So this won't be comprehensive, just allow me to show a few different things. So first one is John Mayall plays John Mayall live at Kluk's Creek. John Mayall and the Blues Breakers. So this is on the Decca label. This is a UK pressing, 1965, and he's got Roger Dean on guitar, not the artist, John McVie, Huey Flint, and Nigel Stanger. So I'll show something that includes John McVie and Huey Flint later on. John Mayall plays John Mayall. And then in 1966, Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton. This is also on Decca, but I think this is a US version. And so Eric Clapton had joined, John McVie, Huey Flint are still there, John Ullman, baritone sax, Alan Skidmore, tenor sax, Dennis Healy, trumpet. So I'll show some John Ullman also. I don't think I pulled anything with Alan Skidmore, but 1966 Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton. I think this is 68, Bare Wires. This is on London, Gatefold. And this has Mick Taylor on it, on guitar, John Heisman, Tony Reeves, and Dick Hextall Smith. So I'll show some music by them. And 69, The Turning Point on Polydor. John Ullman and John Mark are both on this. And then this compilation, 1971, Back to the Roots. So 2 LP. Gatefold, variety of people on it. Polydor. So this one came with a booklet. Now part of came with this booklet, which talks about some of the people that he's played with. It has a version of the family tree and the years that they've attempted to illustrate. So Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, Peter Green, Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, John Heisman, Sugarcane Harris, Mick Taylor, Keith Hartley, Andy Frazier of Free, Colin Allen, I think he was with Stone the Crows, which I didn't pull out either. And the booklet gives a little bit of detail on some of the people. Harvey Mandel, I'll show something by him. Mick Taylor, Eric Clapton, Sugarcane Harris, Johnny Allman. So, Back to the Roots compilation. And I found that I cut this out also, which is another family tree. Too detailed to really get anything out of, but you can see there's lots of different permutations of bands. And then 71, another comp, John Mayall, Through the Years. So this has a lot of different people playing with them. This is on London still. Promo stamp, though it's not a white label promo. And then the last John Mayall proper album I'm going to show in this video, Jazz Blues Fusion, 1972. So this has Larry Taylor from Canned Heat, Blue Mitchell from Eddie Harris, Horace Silver Band. So Jazz Blues Fusion. So following up on that, here's Horace Silver Quintet at doing the thing at the Village Gate with Blue Mitchell on trumpet, who was on that Jazz Blues Fusion. And to go along with those blue notes that I showed the other day, if anybody saw that, here's another one. So, Horace Silver. And then, moving on to more people that passed through John Mayall's band. Here's a Cream Off the Top compilation from, I think, 73 on Polydor. So this has Jack Bruce was even in the band for a short time, and then Eric Clapton, we saw him on the Blues Breakers album. And then this Eric Clapton compilation from 73. This is on Polydor, and looks like a dog got a hold of it, so kind of beat up. But right around that Delaney Bonnie period, Layla, and then Huey Flint was in the early band. So here, McGinnis Flint, 1970. Graham Lyle, Benny Gallagher, Tom McGinnis, Dennis Colson, and Huey Flint with their big hit, When I'm Dead and Gone. This is on Screen Capital label, 1970. And then 72, they put out another album, but Gallagher and Lyle had left to form their own band. And then they replaced him with Dixie Dean. So they, lo and behold, this is on Sire label. And then another offshoot of John Mayall's band, Ansley Dunbar Retaliation, To Mum from Ansley, I think is the name of this one. Yeah, it just says self-titled, but maybe it's one of those two. Oh yeah, it's in the red writing, it's hard to see on the cover. So Ansley Dunbar was a drummer in John Mayall's band for a little bit. Alex Domchowski, guitar. Alex over here. This is on Blue Thumb, 1969, I think. Blue Thumb, Alex Dunbar, Retaliation. Then we heard Mick Taylor, so there's a Rolling Stones album that he played on, Goat's Head Soup, 1973, I think. And then solo album, 1976. Mick Taylor. He also did an album with Carla Olson of the Textones, which I like her, especially because she did some albums with Gene Clark. Those are good. Fleetwood Mac album because of John McVie, and it said Mick Fleetwood was in for a moment. This is on Embassy. Peter Green's also guitarist on this in this version of Fleetwood Mac. So got several alumni. And then a Peter Green album, Little Dreamer. This is on the Sale label. You see it? A Sale symbol. Starts off kind of funky. Then Mark Almond Band, To the Heart. So John Mark and John Almond. Put this out in 76 on A&M, or I mean ABC. And 69 or 70, Can't Heat, Future Blues. I think this version of the band is almost all John Mayall alumni. Well, not all, but quite a few. It's on the Liberty label. So Harvey Mandel, Larry Taylor. I take it back. I was getting ahead of myself. Don Sugarcane Harris. Fiddler on the Rock. This is on MPS or BASF. Gatefold. So this is Don Sugarcane Harris on violin, Harvey Mandel guitar, Larry Taylor bass, Paul Lagos drums. So this is all people that had passed through John Mayall's band. And that was 71, 1972. So Harvey Mandel's on his own. The Snake. Janice. And Jack Bruce was mentioned, briefly played in the band. Also Dick Hextall Smith, John Heisman, member. So since this was a majority of them, things we like. I think this is 69. John McLaughlin's also on guitar on this album. And the last two, Coliseum. Again, Dick Hextall Smith, John Heisman, Tony Reeves. We're all in this version of Coliseum. For those who are about to die, salute you. On this is on Dunhill, around 69. And then Dick Hextall Smith, 1972. Dust in the Air Suspended marks the place where a story ended. On the Bronze label. This has Dave Greenslade playing with him, John Heisman, Chris Spedding, Chris Farlow. And that Warner Brothers Bronze label. So that ends this. A story ended about John Mayall, family tree, family branch, family clipping. So thanks everybody for watching that. I'll see you later.